On a quiet hill in southeastern Turkey stands a place that rewrote the timeline of human history. No cities surround it, no written records explain it, and no civilization was supposed to be capable of building it. Yet, it exists. This is Göbekli Tepe, the oldest known monumental structure ever discovered. According to Wikipedia, UNESCO, and archaeological studies cited by National Geographic, it was built more than 11,500 years ago. That's before pottery, before metal tools, before agriculture. And halfway through this episode, there's a discovery that forces historians to question one of the most fundamental assumptions about how civilization began. For decades, Göbekli Tepe was dismissed as unimportant. Local farmers knew the hill well. Stone pillars occasionally surfaced during plowing, but archaeologists assumed it was nothing more than a medieval gravesite. That changed in 1994. German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt visited the area and immediately realized something was wrong, in a good way. According to excavation records later referenced by Smithsonian Magazine, the stone fragments scattered across the hill weren't random. They were shaped, carved, intentional. Schmidt famously said he knew within minutes that the site would change archaeology forever. He was right, because beneath that hill was something humanity was never meant to find. As excavations continued, massive stone circles emerged from the earth. Each circle was made of towering T-shaped limestone pillars, some over 5 meters tall and weighing up to 20 tons. They weren't rough stones. They were sculpted. According to research published in Antiquity Journal, the pillars feature carved reliefs of animals. Some pillars even depict abstract human figures, arms, hands, and belts. But here's what stunned researchers. The people who built Göbekli Tepe were hunter-gatherers. No farming, no permanent settlements, no draft animals, no metal tools. Yet they quarried, transported, and erected stones heavier than anything built for thousands of years afterwards. This wasn't a village shrine. It was monumental architecture, and it existed thousands of years before Stonehenge, and nearly twice as old as the Egyptian pyramids. For most of the 20th century, historians believed civilization followed a simple order. First, humans farmed. Then they settled. Then they built monuments. Then religion emerged. Göbekli Tepe destroys that sequence. According to peer-reviewed studies cited by Science magazine and the New York Times, Göbekli Tepe suggests the opposite may be true. Religion came first. The desire to gather for ritual may have forced humans to invent agriculture, not the other way around. If that didn't fully land, rewind a few seconds. This means civilization may not have begun with survival needs, but with belief, with shared symbols, with ceremony, with something humans felt was worth building, even without cities. That single idea rewrites the origin story of society. As shocking as Göbekli Tepe's construction is, what happened next is even stranger. Around 8000 BCE, the site was deliberately buried, not destroyed, not abandoned, slowly buried. According to excavation reports referenced by UNESCO, each stone circle was carefully filled with rubble, tools, and animal bones. The pillars were left standing, then sealed beneath tons of soil. This wasn't a collapse, it was closure. Some researchers believe the site's purpose had ended. Others suggest ritual decommissioning. A few argue that climate change or social transformation made the site obsolete, but no one knows for sure. The builders intentionally erased their own monument, preserving it perfectly for over 10 millennia. Why build something so massive, only to hide it forever? Despite decades of study, Göbekli Tepe remains largely unreadable. There's no writing, no inscriptions, no names, only symbols. Animals appear repeatedly, but not as food sources. Many are dangerous predators. According to interpretations cited by National Geographic, this suggests symbolic or mythological meaning. Some pillars may represent deities, other ancestors. Some researchers believe the site records cosmological events, constellations, seasons, or even ancient catastrophes. One controversial theory, discussed in academic circles, links certain carvings to a comet impact around 10,900 BCE, a period associated with sudden climate change. The evidence is debated, but the question remains: why did these people carve meaning into stone before they carved fields into the land? If belief and ritual came before farming and cities, what do you think truly defines a civilization? Comment: shared belief or survival first? I'm curious where you stand. Who built Göbekli Tepe? We don't know their names. We don't know their language. We don't know their myths. But archaeological evidence gives us hints. According to skeletal remains and tool analysis cited by Britannica, these people lived in small, mobile groups. They hunted gazelle. They gathered wild grains. They followed seasonal cycles. Yet they came together, repeatedly, to build something that required cooperation on a massive scale. This implies planning, leadership, shared purpose. In other words, a society far more complex than hunter-gatherers were ever supposed to be. Gobekli Tepe didn't just challenge timelines, it challenged stereotypes. After it was buried, Gobekli Tepe vanished completely from memory. No myths preserved it. No legends warned of it. No later civilizations referenced it. Why? Because it predated writing. The people who built it passed knowledge orally, through ritual and memory. And memory doesn't survive 11,000 years. By the time writing emerged in Mesopotamia, Gobekli Tepe was already ancient and already gone. It wasn't erased by conquest, it was erased by time. Even today, less than 10% of Gobekli Tepe has been excavated, and every new discovery raises more questions. Was it a single site or part of a larger network? Why were certain animals emphasized? Did similar structures exist elsewhere, now lost? And how many other impossible sites remain buried beneath us? Some archaeologists believe Gobekli Tepe is not an anomaly, just the first of many forgotten beginnings. Gobekli Tepe reminds us of something unsettling. Human history didn't begin where textbooks say it did. It began earlier, messier, and driven by ideas we're still trying to understand. If stories like this resonate with you, lost origins, forgotten beliefs, hidden chapters of humanity's past, then this series is for you. Not for shock value, not for trends, but for asking better questions. More hidden chapters are coming, and the next one takes us to a civilization that built precision without machines and vanished without a trace.